I just had to do that just to get, your attention. Recently, I've been watching a lot of videos about people who don't want to be in the rat race anymore. A lot of videos like, I'm 25, I feel like I'm a loser. I'm 25, I wasted my life. 36, my life is just now starting. Let me close this window. And those videos have the common theme. It just seems like people are just tired of living their lives that's not going to amount to anything. And that's definitely understandable. Because they want us, when I mean they, I mean society. They want us to work through the end of our adolescence, like 20, and all the way up to 50, 60. And I'm hearing that the retirement age is just going higher and higher. They want us to waste our lives away, amounting to nothing that you definitely don't care about. I'm curious, like, what's the percentage of people that actually care wherever the fuck society says that this is where they're supposed to be going? And I'm pretty sure there's more than like 90% of the people that actually want to be there, actually care about their jobs, just working for monopoly companies and everything like that. And I'm in a situation right now trying to figure out what I truly want to do. Because it's like when you're unemployed, you're unhappy. But then when you're employed, you're unhappy also. But I think it goes down to is like, what are you doing? Like, but it's so hard nowadays trying to figure out what you want to do. And I do know what I want to do. It's just the steps of just getting there. Is that me just being lazy? Is that me not having any courage? Is that me being a coward? I think it's a lot of things. But I know for damn sure as I get older, it's like, wow, I would rather be dead. I'd rather be dead right now than work at these places. I'd rather be somewhere better in the future for myself, my friends, and my family. Just that immediate circle, not for a monopoly company like Amazon, Google, fucking anything like that. Any place that's well known, even McDonald's. No one who wants to be a supervisor at McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Buc-ee's, anywhere like that. And it's crazy. It's like it seems like the only like attractive way that people try to get you into jobs is like, oh, we're paying above minimum wage. It's like, you should be paying above minimum wage. Who the fuck is paying their employees minimum wage in this economy in 2026? How mad do you gotta be? Like, do you not care about the mental health, the physical health, the emotional health of your employees? Like, that's the only attractive point in trying to get this job. It should be more than just pay. It should be having people be able to get, I don't know, recognized for their efforts, recognized for everything that they put towards that company. But I remember saying this yesterday. I was like, my Generation Z, is going to have the most 50-year-olds playing games. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean how, like, we were all brought up on games and stuff. And I thought it was a pretty cool stat, honestly. And just thinking about it, I was like, yeah, we're living in a different generation than all the people in the past. It's not even a competition. I remember seeing this video. This woman said she bought her house for $12,000. I could have bought a house fucking 3 years ago then, if that is true. And now what's the average price? $400K for a house? How am I supposed to get that $400K? Work for a place I don't give a shit about? So I just been really thinking about a lot of things recently. Just like, I want a house, but I'm not going to buy a house in a neighborhood surrounded by people. No, I love people, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to be in that. It just looks nasty. If you ever flew over a plane, if you ever flew on a plane and you look down at just like how people live, you see the cars going by, hundreds, thousands of cars, you see all the communities and houses just all bundle up with each other with no like tree, no forest in between them. I'm just like, wow, this is like worse than an ant colony. We're worse than the ants right now. Because at least the ants are giving something back to the earth. We're just over here taking shit up and restacking everything in more areas, deforesting just places that shouldn't be. So it's like, how am I supposed to actually care about these things when no one, especially the higher ups, the politicians, don't care about us as the people? And this isn't about blue, red, Epstein files, nothing like that. It's just about, what do you truly want to do with your life and make sure that you feel fulfilling. And I've been thinking about doing exaggerate things, not out of like just trying to get out of my comfort zone. Well, yeah, trying to get out of my comfort zone, to be honest, but to like have something fulfilling that's not wasting my time. Like, I don't want to be looking back when I'm 60 or 40 and just be like, oh yeah, I worked 20 years at this place. Now I can kind of relax, even though money goes up so fast. Sorry about that. And who knows how much the dollar is going to be in the future. It's like, is a successful man a man that accumulates some amount of money, or is a successful man a man who accumulates a bunch of memories, a bunch of bonds, a bunch of responsibilities? And the older I get, it's like, money really doesn't mean shit, because we all know we're not going to be able to take us to our grave. The best thing money is going to do after we're dead is giving it to our kids or our families. That's about it. But you're not going to be able to, you're not going to remember your bank account when you're dead, or wherever the hell you're going to be at. So it's a rat race that I don't want to be part of. I never wanted to be part of this rat race since, I recognize what the rat race really was. And that's why I still post YouTube videos, because this is something I do want to do. But then that's another thing. It's like, some people are so like desensitized to, like, I see those videos. It's like, what's harder, being a streamer or working at a fast food place? And any person, or like just a regular job in general, and any person that says that, you're just out of touch. You haven't worked long enough, or maybe you just had an easy life. So anytime someone says that, and they're saying streaming, posting videos, I'm like, you're actually just like being ignorant. Like, in all honesty, like, you're just being ignorant and you don't know what you're talking about. Because 100 out of 100 times, that's 100% easier than waking up, clocking in every day, hanging around people that you don't want to be around. As you stream, you can be enclosed into your own room or whatever place. And I see a lot recently, people want to stream out in public and stuff, but then like scrutinize people who are actually working until they get like punched in the face. Then you're like, why am I getting punched in the face? Well, this guy has been having this tension built up for the last 10 years because he doesn't want to be here, and now he has a kid in his face waving around the camera with these bright ass lights around with his posse, and you gave him the perfect opportunity to slam you in the face. Like, be more aware of your actions. So I've been thinking about that a lot recently, and my dreams are keep always uploading videos. I know I've been inconsistent, but the only reason I've been inconsistent is just because I've been depressed throughout my life, is what I want to say. That's one goal, and I still love to do. I love posting videos and everything, even if I don't care if the video gets like no views or whatever. It's just me like sharing my thoughts and getting them out there is what really matters the most to me. So it's like my own therapy. I've been my own therapist for a while, honestly, just getting out these thoughts to this camera. But another one is to become a writer. I just finished, I just published one of the first books in the series. It's called Cherry. Well, I'm gonna say a lot, but people have bought the book, and I'm glad that I finally, X'd out that bucket list, or that, check mark on the bucket list. And that makes me very proud, and I'm going to keep posting. I have like 6 books that I'm already working on. So that's one thing I know I'm going to keep doing that makes me feel fulfilled. Like, I can't tell you like how much that makes me feel fulfilled doing all that. Like, okay, this went's crazy. And I'm honestly proud that I was able to stick it out, and I still love it to this day. And I'm proud that I'm able to do that. So, for society, your friends, your family, even strangers, they could put so much pressure on you because you do want to do right. But like, how are you doing anything right if it doesn't feel right to you? You know, how are you just gonna push your feelings and your mental health to the side just because you want to please everybody else? I get why people are homeless, because they don't have any responsibilities. They don't have to worry about people's opinions. The only opinions that they're going to have when you're just you're homeless. They don't know anything about your backstory, you know? And that's why I feel more towards the homeless people. Not like the ones like drug addicts or anything, because, you know, those humans can be addicted to anything, you know? Coffee can be addicting, food, sugar, you know? It's just all about your discipline and everything. That's the honest to God truth. While this rain's gonna, I guess this is the perfect segue. Just want to be truthful. I want everyone to be truthful to themselves, you know, but we have so much pressure from society. Society is a chicken, you know, you just want to squeeze the shit out of this chicken sometimes and just run away. Another dream of mine is to become a referee in MMA, boxing, mostly MMA, because MMA is better than boxing. Sorry. But those things make me feel fulfilled. Posting videos, writing, and wanting to be a referee, training, you know, anything mixed martial arts always makes me feel fulfilled, even when I get my ass kicked, you know, because I know that I'm actually doing something. I'm growing towards something. I'm getting this mental health, and I'm getting this physical health. Like, it's all coming back to me. Because you actually have to be smart doing all this. You have to have a high IQ if you want to be a good fighter. That's the truth. So the older I get, I realize it's all really just about doing the things that you want to do. And recently, I've been thinking about joining the service, like Navy, Army, Air Force, stuff like that. And I'm just on the fence of that because I don't know. Because I know I'm a smart guy, but like, I'm not smart in those ways, I want to say. If I put my mind to anything, I know I can do it, but it's like, how much of my mind am I willing to sacrifice on something that I don't want to do, you know? But you're always going to get these pressures for, like I said, people, friends, family, society, about what you should do. How do you know what I should do when you're not me? Am I just supposed to follow this blueprint that has been laid out for the last 100 years that isn't true at all? Like, I'm supposed to work until I'm 80? It's pouring out now. Like, am I really supposed to work until I'm 80? Just because I wanted to make people, please people, be happy with people? If that's the blueprint, you might as well kill me now. Like, I'm not trying to sound like morbid or anything like that, but like, that's the truth. That's the point of the life I'm at right now. It's like, I'd rather be dead than doing that. You know, I don't want to give any piece more of my soul towards something I don't want to do. You know, and I'm a good worker. I worked on a cruise ship for like 7 months, 24/7, no days off, like 12 hours working every day. Like, work ethic isn't a problem, but it comes to a certain point. It's like, what am I doing? Like, genuinely, what am I doing with my life? I don't want to just be filling up other people's pockets with money. I want to be filling up people's souls, you know, with gratitude, with hope. Something they can look forward to. You know, it's not always just about money. I'd rather fill somebody's belly up with food than filling up somebody's, you know, pockets with money. I just want to be grateful and have gratitude for this life. That's the honest to God truth. And the more I see these videos online just talking about, I'm 26, I feel like a loser, I'm dirty, I'm divorced, got a receding hairline, like shit like that. It's really the blueprint or the answer, just doing what you want to do and not caring what other people think. Even if you go broke, you go homeless or whatever, it's just all about what you're doing. Because what's the worst that can happen? Death. That's the worst that can happen, honestly. So would you rather, you know, be stuck somewhere for the next, I'm 25 right now. Would I want to be stuck somewhere for the next 50 years, retire at 75? Then what? I don't have the same mental capacities, the physical capacities. I'm going to be slower, more tired. And like, I'm supposed to use up all my youth, like just squeeze the youth out of me. And that's how I'm gonna sound when I die. Like that's what we're supposed to do. So honestly gets me thinking a lot. Or I mean recently, honestly just been in my mind a lot, you know. I don't mind responsibilities, but I want it to be the right responsibilities for myself, because no one can force any responsibility on you when you're free. They can't. No one can. I remember watching this video. This guy was like, "Oh, my dad passed away, so I had to drop out of school, college, and open a family's business." Who said that you had to do it? Like, my condolences to your father, but like, who said that you had to? Like, did you give up on your dreams because of that? You didn't open up the restaurant. So what makes you feel entitled that you have to carry it on if that's something you don't want to do? Like, would our parents rather us be miserable and compete in a rat race, or have a fulfilling life and do what we want to do, even if we're not going to become the richest person? Like, you're not the richest if you have the most money in your bank. You're the richest with the most memories, the most fulfillment. That's what I realize the older I get. But we have to get through so much bullshit just to recognize what's really our true potential. So to all those videos out there that say that, I definitely feel you. I feel the loneliness. I hear all of it. And I just want to let y'all know that I do love y'all. Y'all may not know me. Well, of course y'all don't know me. But there's definitely more in life than just clocking in, clocking out. Trying to save up for your 401k and stuff. I mean, it's different when you have a family and stuff. I don't have a family. Well, by family, I mean kids. I don't have a wife or anything. So I definitely get that. You have no choice, but those are the cards you dealt with. You know, those really are. You know what you were doing when you and that girl, after that Saturday date, y'all ran back to the crib, that dancey dance. Then now you know, now you got a kid. Now it's like, now you have to take up responsibility for that kid. Like, you can't give up. If you do, child support. You can't do that. So you have to like really tiptoe about what's the life you want to do. And I do still have the privilege of being able to figure out, I know what I want to do. It's 3 things. I want to keep posting YouTube, be a successful writer, and be a referee for MMA. And I have 3 outlets and ways I can get there. So I'll be the fool if I don't achieve any of those just because I'm a coward. Excuse me. So, yeah. To all those 25-year-olds out there, you're not a loser. Just about you have to have the mentality switch and figure out what do you really want to do. Don't worry about the pay rate. Worry about the fulfillment rate. That's what you should worry about. But, yeah, I'm done. God bless you.